back to my channel. I am Sigourney Rosario, where I encourage individuals to boss up in their business, boss up in their self-love, and you already know we have got to boss up in our faith. Today's video, I'm so hype about. I'm about to put you on to the game. I'm about to tell you all my secrets, everything I know, and I'm going to help you to learn 5 different streams of income. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 streams of income that you can do while working a 9-to-5 job. Now, all of these are things that I'm currently doing, I did do, or I'm going to do in the future. And so I just want to help you about how to create generational wealth. We're trying to boss up in our life. To do that, you have to have multiple streams of income. So I want to help you and just to give you some ideas to think about if you're looking at creating a business while working a 9-to-5 job. So let's go ahead and hop into them. Number 1, and this is my jam. This is the one I do the most. Y'all already know if you've been watching any of my videos, and that is books. Books. I love books. I love writing. And the thing that people don't realize about books is that when you create a book, you can have 5 different streams of income from one book. What I mean by that is you have the paperback, you have the hardback, you have the ebook, you have the audiobook, and you also have the autograph copies. The beautiful thing about books is that it keeps selling and selling and selling. It is what most people call passive income. If you are working a 9-to-5 job, the best thing I can tell you is to find different ways of making passive income. When you create a book, hence my book right there, y'all see my book, Puzzle Pieces of Purpose, and I also have my second book coming out, Queendom. It keeps selling. I love books. Everybody has a book inside of them. Everybody has a book inside of them. You don't have to be super deep. You don't have to be super creative. What you have to do is have a story. Everybody has a story. There is something that I can learn from you. There is something that you have been through that I can learn. Everybody can be a teacher. It's just about how much you want to commit to it and how much you want to see it through. Books are where it's at. You need to write you a book. Okay, just write a book. Number two, and it's gonna be social media. So we're in this social media world. We are in a social media world, and if you're not trying to hop on this train, you're gonna get lost. You're gonna get lost in the sauce. Social media is where it's at, and my favorite social media platform is YouTube. I love doing YouTube. Like I love it. I really do. But with social media, you get paid to be on social media. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? Social media is paying content creators to produce content on their network. When you go on Instagram, they will pay you to go live. They will pay you to do like an interview or a collaboration with other people. There's like a price list that they have. And if you meet the qualifications, they will pay you every single time you hit a milestone. When you go live, people can donate and do like little badges where they donate to you. When you go on Facebook, I just got an email from Facebook. There's a business side to Facebook to where if you do different things, they pay you. YouTube will pay you when you do videos just like I'm doing. You can do YouTube. All you need is your phone. Don't think you have to have all this fancy equipment. When you go back to my old videos, I was shooting on my phone. All of my popular videos are on my phone. I was sitting there in front of a window and recording. It does not have to be all extravagant. It does not have to be all the extras. I just upgraded to a camera. I just upgraded to a ring light. I didn't have all that stuff starting off. So do not feel like it has to be extra. But YouTube pays you to be on their platform. And with YouTube, what I love about YouTube is YouTube pays you. You also have affiliated marketing. So I have affiliations with Amazon. And so basically when somebody clicks on the link, I get a portion of that through commission. So you have affiliated marketing with different types of stores and different types of brands. Another thing that I love about YouTube is you can do sponsored videos. Sponsored videos are amazing. And basically what that is somebody A company wants you to sponsor their video, and you get a portion of however many sales you get or how many views you get, however they basically email it to you and their guidelines for it. But sponsored videos are another stream of income. So from doing one video, you can create 3 different streams of income. Sponsored videos. You can also do affiliated marketing, and then YouTube itself will pay you to do videos. I'm telling you, y'all, if you're trying to really look for different streams of income and the easiest way to do it, hop on YouTube, start a YouTube channel, start a podcast. You feel like, I don't want to get on camera, I'm super shy. If you don't feel like comfortable on camera, start off doing a podcast. Podcasts also have sponsored posts. They also have different affiliated marketing as well. But what I will say, and this is just the truth of the matter, if you're going to get on social media, whether it be a podcast, a video, or Instagram, you're going to have to show up and show out. You're going to have to give your audience valuable content, and people want to know about you. That's just a simple fact. So even if you are a podcaster and you're thinking that you're just going to kind of hide behind the scenes and you don't have to show your face, people are still going to research you. People are still going to be all through your Instagram feed trying to figure out what type of person you are. So you can't, there's no way to hide behind the camera. You have to show up if you really and truly want to put yourself out there, want to have different streams of income. That's just the world that we live in. Yes, it's scary. Yes, it's uncomfortable at times, but that's just what you have to do to get ahead. So hop on social media, make your YouTube channel, do your podcast, do Instagram posts, Facebook posts, and baby, that's another stream of income. Number three is going to be courses. Now, I am about to release my self-love course in January, but courses, y'all be sleeping on courses. Don't ever go to sleep. Don't ever take a nap on producing a course. Let me tell you the beautiful thing about courses. You can teach on anything. You can literally teach on anything in the world, and somebody out there will buy your course. Again, we're looking for passive ways of making income if you're working a 9-to-5 job. So you sit down, you record a course just like I'm doing on YouTube, or you can have slides like I've done in my self-love course. You do that one time and people keep buying the product. It's passive income. You put in the work one time and it keeps coming in. We are looking to boss up in our business, and one way of doing that is producing courses. Now, a course can be on anything. I've seen courses to where I'm like, is this really a thing? Like, this is really a thing, huh? And the people are selling out in their courses. You could do a course on how to mow lawn, and there will be people lined up to figure out how to mow this lawn. You can do a course on the right angle that you're supposed to do to get the lawnmower intact, to get it to turn the right way. You can do a course on how to do a design in your lawn. You can do a course on the right lawnmower to choose, the right soil to use. There are people out here who are producing a course on anything and everything. If you know how to do hair, you know how many streams of income that is. If you know how to do makeup, if you know how to do eyebrows, if you know how to dress, there's so much money to be made when you're walking in your purpose, when you are using the gifts that God has already given you. You don't have to look outside of yourself. The gift is inside of you. It's whether you want to use it or not. I mean, and why not use your gift and also get paid? I don't like when people kind of preach this narrative that Christians have to be poor, Christians have to be lacking. No, we can still be looking good too. Why we got to look crusty, dusty, and musty while the world is looking good? Like, no, use your gift and create another stream of income. Whatever you are good at. I don't care if you're good at studying. Teach me how to study more. How are you setting the environment to study? How are you staying organized with your notes? How are you highlighting the right content? What's important and what's not important? Teach me that stuff so that I can be a better person and a better, student. That is what you do. Already use what you have, create a course on it, launch it for your audience, and let me tell you, it's going to be selling while you sleep. Again, we're looking for passive income while we are working a 9-to-5 job. Number four is going to be coaching. Now, this is for when you already have an audience. This is for when you've been doing the other different streams of income and you've been posting consistently, and you can build that audience up, and now you have people who want coaching from you. Now, I talked about my journey of coaching and how I did coaching in the past, and I eventually stopped coaching because I don't feel like I was ready. I didn't feel like I was ready to be a coach. I feel like I'm still learning, I'm still growing, and I'm still in that season. I think I will always be in that season of learning and growing. But I absolutely love coaching, y'all. When you coach, you can do this on the weekend. You can do this on the weekend. What you doing on your weekends? You sitting down watching TV? While you could be making money, right? Okay, cool. Okay, I'm just asking. Look, I don't know. I'm just asking questions. Coach on the weekends. You can coach in the afternoons. So when I was coaching, I had my coaching schedule to where when I came home from work, I work a 9-to-5 job. When I came home from work, I gave myself like an hour or 2 hours to kind of decompress, to talk on the phone, you know, spend time with people I care about. And then after that, I would set up a window of where people could coach. And I think it was from like 6 to 7, Monday through Friday. Yeah, 6 to 7, Monday through Friday. But I'm also in Cali, so I also had to think of the time difference on the East Coast. But 6 to 7, Monday through Friday. And then on the weekends, I would also have time to where I would allow people to receive coaching from me. So on Saturdays, I would coach, I think, from 9 to 10, 10 to 11. And then that day off, because, you know, I got to be out in them streets. You know, I got to live my best life with my friends. So I was like, nah, okay. In the afternoon, we got to have some time to ourselves. And then on Sunday, I would also coach a couple of hours after church. And so that's how I created my schedule. Again, I just didn't want it to be bottled down with work, but I also wanted leadway to make different streams of income and to have more money coming in. You can help anybody through an issue if you are willing to just listen. I figured out, this is just me, I figured out most people, when it comes down to coaching, they just want to talk. They just want to talk to you. They don't really want to hear what you got to say. That you may give them a word of advice, maybe a sentence or two, but a lot of people, when they come to you for coaching, you are not their savior. You are not trying to, you know, take on their whole childhood trauma. That's what a psychologist is for. And if they come to you with mental baggage that it's just too heavy, you need to let them know, hey, I'm not a licensed psychologist. You should probably go to a person that can offer you the real therapy that you need. I'm just a coach. You are literally a friend. That is what a coach is. You are a friend and you are a mentor. That is it. You are not trying to solve their issues. You ain't trying to make everything perfect. And again, you're just listening to them. That's all you're doing. You just listening. Okay, yeah. Oh, for real? Oh, I'm so sorry that happened. How did you take that? How did that affect you? Yeah, okay, yeah. And you're just listening to them. You're just working through the issues. Eventually, you can also start, you know, giving advice or just helping them through the issues, but your job is not to solve their problem. I'm telling you, if you have a large audience or you have any audience at all, I don't care if you have 2 subscribers, you can start a coaching business and coach one of them. And the beautiful thing about coaching is you can set your price at like $100 an hour, $50 an hour, $25 an hour. And again, on the weekends, if you coach 2 people, a week and your rate is $50, you are racking in $100 a week. And it may seem very remedial, but that's $100 you didn't have. I'm telling you, coaching is where it's at. The 5th thing, and this is the hardest thing. This is honestly the hardest thing that I feel like to work a 9-to-5 job and to also do this. And this is going to be producing a product-based company or business. Now, what I mean by this is when you're selling something to your audience. This is, for me personally, it's my stationery business, but it could be anything. If you're selling hair products, if you're selling makeup, if you're selling lip gloss, if you're selling clothing, jewelry, any type of product-based business, this is the hardest to maintain while working a 9-to-5 job, because you have to be in charge of so much. When you create a product-based business, you have got to be on your stuff. You got to be on it because it's a lot of moving pieces. And so I wouldn't necessarily go straight into this. If you want to, by all means do it. But for a product-based business, you got to be focused. You got to keep your eyes on the prize, because it's like I said, it's just a lot of moving pieces. You have to think of the inventory. You have to make sure you're not running low every single time. You're not sold out in a minute. You know, you have to make sure you have enough inventory to last you. You have to think of how you're going to ship the products to your people, how you're going to receive returns. You have to think of just how the logo, how the website, how are they going to buy it, how is the aesthetics of your brand. You have to think of your marketing plan. You have to think of the business aspect as far as like a business bank account. How are you going to build credit? How are you going to do your LLCs and all of your licenses that you have to have a product-based business? There is so much. There's so much that I feel like goes into a product-based business. But to be honest with you, if I did not do all of the previous things that I had mentioned earlier, I would have never been prepared to do a product-based business. My stationery business will be my first product-based business. And well, I guess books are too, but that's just a different entity of business. But if I did not do all the previous stuff, I would not be prepared to do a product-based business. When you take on products, again, it's a lot more work. It's a lot more work and a lot more that comes with it. And then another thing that I found was a huge issue for me when I was releasing my books is the shipping. So for me, I like to do like personal touches when I have people shop with me. So I was writing letters for people when I produced my Puzzle Pieces of Purpose book, and I had to stay up super late at night to get the orders ready to ship out, or I would have to wake up super early in the morning and get the products out, because you want it by the post office by the time the postman or the post girl comes to pick up the stuff. And so that's another thing you have to think about, is where in your schedule can you fit in packing the orders, shipping the orders, fulfilling the orders, writing stuff, making it personalized. How are you going to fit that into your schedule? So again, product-based business, if you got a little skin in the game, if you got some extra coins to spend, because it is expensive, you do have to have some money set aside to produce a product-based business. But if you're up for it, if you feel like you have what it takes, it's not impossible. It can be done, but you just got to make sure that you have everything planned out and everything lined up. So hopefully this video was able to encourage you. Hopefully you were able to learn something. Comment down below which one of the tips that I mentioned earlier, or you feel like something in your spirit is just telling you, I think I want to start that. I think I want to start off with that right there to make an extra stream of income. Don't feel like you have to do everything all at once. Start off small and then work yourself up. But I'm super happy for any business or any other extra stream of income that you are able to produce. Make sure that God is leading you in that decision, and make sure that it's coming from purpose and not just trying to make a whole bunch of money. If you need encouragement, or you know somebody else who may need encouragement, please write into my foundation, Letters for Life, where I encourage individuals by writing handwritten letters of encouragement. As always, I love you, but most importantly though, God loves you. I will see y'all on my next video. Bye.